Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock Season 4. This is episode 54, if I'm correct. I believe I'm correct. Welcome. Last episode, we did make this gas blaster, mud farm, concrete maker, awesomeness thing. We got gas down there, and we have mud being made. Obviously, we have a little bit of loss. There are a few things that I've noticed about the farm. Ooh, and it's thundering and lightning outside. Few things I've noticed about the farm, but I do have 4 shulker boxes almost completely full of mud, which is really, really nice. And we haven't had to do anything but run our computer. So, what I have noticed is we did need to put the blocks right here, the 2 obsidian here, above the dispenser, and above the glass block where the dirt is dispensed. This prevents the items from popping out of the side, and there was a lot of waste there. I would really like to see my next go around of how much dirt comes out of here versus how much mud comes out of there. Boom. The other thing that I noticed was kind of a fluke situation. I was running this farm, I was AFK, playing another game, playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. As you guys know, we're still grinding on that. And the server resets twice a day. That's going to happen in about 30 minutes from the time of recording now. And when the server reset and kicked me, I joined back in. I was sitting on my platform. The ghasts were still going. And a fireball blew this up right here. So the torch, the glass, the piston, the redstone repeater, a couple pieces of redstone dust here, and a couple pieces of glass got blown up when I relogged. So, I think worst case scenario, we may have to throw in a little bit more obsidian just where this redstone line is, because that was an issue. But other than that, I have probably ran this farm for about 6 to 8 hours now. And it is slow. That is slow production, but it's production nonetheless, and it's production that we can just sit here in the world with the auto-clicking. Yep. Doing a little, I can't right click, but yeah, we're doing a little bit of this action. And it works very, very well. I did manage to get about 7 double chests worth of dirt over into the mud farm, converting that into dirt. That will be the final test to see how much loss we have. We don't have as much as we did when we first built the farm because we've tweaked around some things, but I still have another 10 double chests plus these 3, so 16 chests, another 13 double chest worth of dirt that we can still convert to mud. Plus, I have a little bit of mud already put away in here, so projects can be moving right along. Now, I think a couple of things. Number one, Minecraft updated, and so the third-person time-lapse that you saw at the end of the video was because of the update. We tend to lag behind the updates. And I think most of us OGs that played Bedrock since it first came out are a little bit skeptical because of the way it was released. And then the 1.13 thing that happened in Season 1 with the portal, it was just nasty. So I think we're a little gun-shy to update the server. And actually that does work out very, very well for us. Because in a recent update, there was a memory leak that was causing some issues, and it wasn't really known until a little bit into the update. And those issues were corrupting worlds and those types of things, so we kind of wait more often than not for sustainable things, right? I thought I had turned off the auto updates on my phone, which is what I use to camera count, but I was incorrect. So, doing time lapses to transform this entire island behind me, around me, and everywhere is going to have to wait. And maybe we'll do it in a stream. I think that's another fun thing to do. It'll give us a bunch of content so you guys can come and join in the conversations. We talk about a lot of different things and tell stories and those types of things. So what I want to do today is actually start preparing for the build that I have planned behind me. Yes. And there is a laundry list of items that I need to get. I have it wrote down. So I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to grab ourselves some shulker boxes and some things, maybe head back to the base and do a little bit of emptying of our pockets and go from there. Now, if memory serves me correct, I actually did grab all of my shulker boxes and use them for transporting the mud and the mud farm collection, but I do have some here. And I really honestly don't know how many of these we're gonna need. That's 17. We have a few extras in here as well. This one actually has items in it. So... yeah, maybe 17 will be enough for all the things that we need to gather. Plus, I think it's time for us to go through the old ender chest and make sure that all of the different things that I have just kind of strewed about get put away, and things that we use on a regular basis, like the obsidian, maybe find a new home in a miscellaneous chest. So here were some shulker boxes that were inside of my ender chest, along with this empty gray shulker box. And there are quite a few things in here, like skulk that Tiz let me have. We can actually give this back. We don't need any more skulk. Some of the mangrove stuff that we gathered up originally when the update first came out. We have things like the Swift Sneak and all of the things that we got when we did the live stream thing, and we did raid a bunch of ancient cities. And then I've got this in here. We used a bunch of these different things for building the iron farm, building a couple of the, like the mob farm. There was some witch heads and stuff that we found accidentally in those farms, but things like obsidian are important. The slime blocks maybe can end up in the redstone. This was when we did the nether portal, so this can go back where it needs to go. And then I have a bunch of sugarcane. Yeah. So I think that we can do a little bit of cleaning, right? Like, I have some skulk in here. So maybe we just throw the skulk shulker box and the stuff that we found skulk-wise. Which would be better if it ends up in our hot bar. This should be this one. And this one. We just don't need this stuff sitting in the ender chest anymore. So a little bit of a cleaning day and a organizational thing. We might as well get the redstone and the wood box out as well, because I got a couple of chests on me. Yep. That can go in there. Oh, no. The seeds are for another planned thing. Yep. So this box can go back in the nether box over here. That is where that originated. The froglight stuff, we can take the glass and this out. We can take the wood and go ahead and put this in a chest of its own. I think this will be fine. The diorite can go where it goes, and then of course the glass can find its way back in here, which I'm going to need to restock and change the name of this box. Yeah, we don't have a lot of stuff in here, but I do actually have like a bunch of stained glass here. I do prefer my regular glass, but if we had to, we could undye this. So I think I will go ahead and take the gray stained glass out of here. Throw it in here. Maybe we'll use gray stained glass from this point forward. I don't know. Oh, but there's just a bunch of things, right? I need to clean the rest of this stuff up, the mangrove stuff, the froglights. That gives me another ender chest that we can actually have. Bringing us up to 18. The froglights, I think, can go in the miscellaneous chest. I have a huge farm now. These were just some I bought, some I was testing. Empty shulker. This is the one that's going to take a minute. So a little bit of organization goes a long way in my opinion, right? We have all the things cleared out here. I have all of the shulker boxes that we once had cleaned out. I'm probably not going to use all of these, but it is nice to have nonetheless. I did put this one back here. I did put things like sugarcane. We just went ahead and threw that in here. A lot of things went in the miscellaneous chest, but I did put some scaffolding, a little bit of the slime that we had, things like that in the workstations. This is basically two different things here. This is more workstations and a bed and things like that, whereas this is tools like buckets and chest plates, and you see all the things that we have. So I've got room to shove more things in my ender chest. I did name the glass box. We are looking pretty good on things except for deep slate. I'm actually running out of deep slate. But I have a list here in front of me, and we need things like 840 dark oak planks, 573 stone bricks, 571 sandstone, polished andesite, tough, blackstone, andesite walls, slabs, soul lanterns, stained glass, spruce logs, so on and so forth. It is a huge list of things that we need. So, I'm going to be running around a little bit, I think, to get all of these different materials, and we are probably going to spend some diamonds, which we have a fair amount of. Ooh, not a lot, but we have some. We have some. So right off the bat, the 840 dark oak planks on my list, that is 13 stacks plus 8 dark oak planks. So we're going to head over to the nether shops. Things like stone bricks and stuff like that, I have all that. So it's just going to take some time to gather all of this up. We're going to be going a lot of back and forth. So this video might not have as many like things that we've done in the last couple of episodes where we've got a lot done, but it is going to have a lot of stuff going on in it. I've got to do an absolute ton, right? Zaloy has wood for sale. I don't know if he has dark oak. Nope, just spruce. Maybe Pigglesworth has. I don't want a carrot. Some dark oak down here. No, Pigglesworth moved his shop, didn't he? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to take some time to figure out where all the stuff is. But Tiz did do a nice thing where he has the colors, so we can kind of find our way around that way to where we need to go. Chaos Hill. I don't know who all the colors are. I'm the black spot. Black spot. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure out where we are going. Liara. Liara was blue. Jess. Think Liara was blue, so I missed a green portal, which is down here. Can we climb this stuff? No, it's not like vines. Beardy is that way. Yeah, it's going to be fun for me. It's going to be fun for me to go exploring, to find the different things, like Zoe's Tavern's right there. Hopefully we find this. Yeah, Piggy. I knew we would do it. Man, oh man. So for you guys, this isn't going to be that fun, just watching me run back and forth. But for me, it's going to be fun. I haven't been over here, right? It's so cool. Huh. But I know at one point he had logs for sale. Oh, maybe here? Logs, buttons. Ooh. Stripped logs, trap doors, wood planks. It's looking a little empty there. Signs, stripped wood, slabs, fence. This is nice. Gates, stairs. Ooh, I really like what's going on here. I like this. Oh, you can see it from this side too. Well, let's see if we got any dark oak, or are we going to have to go do some serious mining. This is spruce. Ah, here we go. So, 13 stacks. I essentially need, what is it, 1 diamond a stack? I think I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. And where do I pay? Piggy, where do I pay? This is super cool, though. I like the lights. Love the trees. That's an awesome touch. Where do I just go to, like, that spruce? No, that's saplings, huh? I should really come over here to buy signs. I won't have to do any more. Well, we're a little out of signs, but that's alright. Yeah, where do I pay? You guys are probably screaming at me. Maybe we pay right there. No. Server restart. So I guess I will figure this out. And we will continue our adventure momentarily. Well, as it turns out, we just needed to put the items in the chest. Like, this thing started to fill up and obviously didn't fill all the way, so I grabbed 5 stacks of dark oak, I grabbed a stack of oak, and then I grabbed a stack of warped wood. Yep. We might be back for a little bit more warped wood. I might have enough. I did talk to Piggles, and he said we could go in the employee area, and there is a button right there to turn off the auto refill. So it's no big deal. But we need to head back to the base. We've got a lot of things that we need to do. Some of this might require us... Geez, I got the hiccup. Some of this might require us to go do a little bit of mining. I might not have enough sandstone. Might not have enough andesite, of all things. So it's going to be fun, nonetheless, running around, collecting items, getting all the things that we need, getting ourselves orientated around... No, I know this pretty well. The ancient city done by Tiz, very well done. I love this thing. This is probably my favorite nether hub that's been built, and I built last season's. So we're running through our checklist of all the things. I did have just enough sandstone. I'm going to use the smooth sandstone instead of regular. So we've got the stone bricks, we've got the dark oak planks, we've got tough, we've got polished andesite. But looking at this list, I'm going to need a lot more. I need 5 stacks of andesite walls. We need 3 stacks of polished andesite slabs, and then I need 160 andesite in its own. So, I'm looking at this going, I have a stack of andesite. We've got a little bit of stuff, but we can take our 3 stacks of diorite here, and this is something I've never really done in Minecraft, and we can make andesite. Yep, we sure can. As a matter of fact, we'll just do it because I'm not finding the crafting recipe. So there is 2 stacks of andesite, 2 stacks of andesite, 2 stacks of andesite. So that gives me 6, which is cool. We can then come in here and dump this guy off in a temporary basis. That gives us the 5 stacks of walls if we come over here. And knowing things like that, that's a crafting recipe that's been in the game forever. It's just not one that I've used. It saves us from a little bit of a trip mining. We do still have to go get a few things. I know we're going to have to go get, like, maybe some blackstone? I don't know. Because I need 283 blackstone slabs, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is what I have for blackstone. Now, I know I'm going to get 2 stacks per, but it's going to get crazy real fast. We've been hard at it for about an hour and a half now. Oh, I've gone back and forth to Pigglesworth to get a bunch of wood and stuff that we missed. But we've got a bunch of dark oak and stone bricks. We've got the smooth sandstone like we talked about, and tough and all of those things. Blackstone was where I think we left off. I had to go get more. Actually, I think we left off with like andesite and crafting that, but we've got polished andesite and andesite walls, andesite spruce logs. We had to craft up some soul lanterns. We did have to bust down some of our regular deep slate into cobbled deep slate. We had to craft up some iron bars, make some different colored glass. We had to go get a little bit of red sandstone, red sand, so we could turn it into sandstone. And now we're getting kind of into the lesser stuff. Like you see here, we've got a stack of gravel, and it's just slowly going down from there. We've got some miscellaneous bits and bobs here. Luckily, we had some of these things like honeycomb and dripstone. The smithing tables we had to craft up. Most of this stuff, though, wasn't too bad to get to. Looking at my list, I've got another decent things, like we need some terracotta and some copper. We need a bunch of different stairs, walls. We're going to need to go get ourselves some deep slate because we've got some random things that we need to get. A little bit of ladders, some soul torches, brown mushrooms, which we have. That's weird. A couple of hoppers, slabs, a little bit of carpet, deep slate, a sea lantern, and a warp door. Some of these things I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to need them or not, but the one thing that has stopped me is I need 22 cobwebs. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over to the island. I believe that I have a mine shaft somewhere over on the Mushroom Island, and we're going to go find it. We're going to go get a bunch of cobwebs, and then probably go AFK for the night at the dirt farm. This way, we can do some more mud catching, mud collecting, not catching. Yeah. But all in all, once we get all of the things gathered up, we can then head over to the Mushroom Island, and I think we can actually start laying out maybe a little bit of a footprint. And hopefully soon, we will have the availability back to our camera account. And I definitely am going to go through the Google apps, making sure that I turn off the auto updates. I'm pretty sure I have it set to only when I connect to Wi-Fi. And I don't normally do that. I think there was some phone issues and... Oh, you know what it was? I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. We were having some issues connecting to the hotel Wi-Fi. I thought it was maybe the hotel Wi-Fi or my computer, so I wanted to check. I hooked my phone up to the Wi-Fi, and it was the hotel itself, not my computer. And that's when it updated. Yep. So anyway, I do believe that down in this hole... Down in here, I believe, I've got a mine shaft somewhere. We're going to have to look, though. So we only needed 22 cobwebs, but I thought while I was down in the mine shaft, we might as well get a bit more. I think I'm going to need some more for another project. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to check. But But I definitely have the 22 that I need, and then 3 stacks plus a bit. I did grab some cobbled deep slate while we were down there, grabbed a little bit of andesite as I found it, and I think I got just over a stack of diamonds, gold apple, name tag. I did put some of the diamonds away. I believe I had 35, and then I found 30 more. So really good haul down in the mine shaft. The mine shaft actually spreads that way quite a bit underneath the ocean. So now that we have all of the cobwebs, let's go back and start gathering up the rest of the materials. We're almost done. So after the cobwebs, it was just a bunch of little random items. We've got some acacia trapdoors, sandstone walls, chiseled brick, dark oak doors, raw copper, brown glazed terracotta, some stairs and slabs. And then moving over here, we've got another odds and ends. So this is all of the materials that we could possibly need for our build. So I think it's time for us to take them over to the Mushroom Island. But before we do that, we actually probably need to get a new bow. This thing is getting very, very low. And we've had it for 54 episodes. So I think it's definitely going to be time to craft up a new bow. I've got new stuff here, and I believe we need to just take our emeralds and some books, and we can do a couple of different things. We can go over to Silence area and trade with his villagers. We do have permission to do that. Our villagers are fixed up, so we could just go do that. But I don't believe we have a power 5 villager, so we'll go grab an unbreaking book, a flame book, and a power 5 book, and go ahead and get this bow repaired. Alright, I got the shulker boxes laid out over here. We got a little bit of a work area set up, and I did get a new bow. Yep, fully repaired, ready to go, ready to wreak some havoc, and I've started kind of laying out a little bit of what we're doing here. That in the background is perfect. We got a farm up there too, it's fine. And I think this is going to be the best spot for this build. So I want to get at least this layer done so we have a foundational standpoint. I don't believe that we're going to be able to, of course, build this. I think we're running very, very low on time, but let's get some blocks placed. And there we go. Not too bad, not too long later, we have a foundation for our building set up. We've gathered a ton of materials today. We did a bunch of AFKing. There's a lot of things that went on. Behind me, you'll notice that the island's starting to moss, starting to grow. We did do a live stream, which hopefully will be up before this video, and we'll continue some more of the mossifying and the modifying. I have almost all the chests that I set up of dirt turned into mud. So there's a lot of things going on. But with that, we are out of time for today. I wish I had more time or make a longer episode for building this house, but there's a lot of work that is going to go into this whole area here. So we'll get that started in the next episode. And I really want to get this island up and done. A lot of things that we have to do to get this thing fully finished where I want it. So, a lot of work that needs to be done. It's about time we start kind of putting the old nose to the grindstone. Not too bad. We don't want to grind our nose off. We don't have a nose anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you can guess what we are building here in the comments section below, and you are correct, I'll put your name on a sign in the Patreon hall. You don't have to do the Patreon thing, just if you can guess what we're doing, I would be surprised. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was just kind of me talking and grabbing materials, but it took a long time. So if you did enjoy the video, please let me know by leaving a like, leaving a comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Costs nothing, helps out tremendously. Be sure to check the description down below for all the different ways to follow me, including links to Twitter, Twitch, Discord, Truly Bedrock Discord, Truly Bedrock website, and there is also a link to all the other Truly Bedrock members down below. There are also links to other things such as my Patreon if that's something you're interested in. There's a link to the second channel where we put up the live streams, and then there is a link to another channel where I do Pokemon challenges if those are things you're interested in. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.